Okay, I think. Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Amy Praise. Sorry, Sister Amy Praise. Please, I don't know if you can still hear me now because, I'm trying to, I can hear you now. Wow. Finalmente, according to Italians. Finally. So I think Sister Blessing said she can hear me. Good afternoon, Mr. Victor. I don't know if you can hear me as well. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, Sister Chichi, you can hear me. Thank you for your patience. You sometimes, all these devices, they can just be funny. Thank you. I appreciate your patience, please. Okay, very good, very good, very good. I just have to make sure I change the system, like I said during the comment session. So we are here to answer questions together. If you are meeting me for the first time, my name is Frank. So please, if you know, because I think so many people lost the connection. If you can share it with them, if you can invite them, people that were here with us before, that maybe they lost the connection. Please, you can do as well, inviting them. You can invite them to join so that they don't, miss today's meeting. So good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, good afternoon. I may not be able to mention your name. Time is no longer outside. But if I mention your name, good afternoon. If I don't mention your name, good afternoon. So we are here to answer questions together. Like I said earlier, if you are meeting me for the first time, my name is Frank. Today, let us see what we have on board so that we go straight to the point to answer them, before we call it a thing. So yes, we are here to answer questions together. For example, we're having this first question before us, which says, per una maggiore sicurezza bisogna utilizzare esclusivamente pneumatici delle dimensioni previste dall'omologazione del veicolo. Please, just try to invite people that were there before we had the network breakout. Please invite them. So you can leave your questions below, your answers below to this question. Let us, see what you have, regarding this question before we go on to explain it. So we have, I think Mr. Victor said number one, first Veron, Sister Sophia said number one, Vero, and Sister Queen said number one, Vero. Sister Lovett, if he said number one, Vero, I think she said Vero, but I think you're referring to number one. I think I suggest next time you try to be specific, Sister Effie. Thank you for that. Mr. Fideli said Farso, and Sister Amaka said Farso. per una maggiore sicurezza bisogna utilizzare esclusivamente pneumatici delle dimensioni previste dalle omologazioni del veicolo. So, what is this question telling us? For example, every vehicle have what is called carta di circolazione, which is what you are seeing here, carta di circolazione. This carta di circolazione is also known as, they normally call it libretto, you understand? They normally call it libretto, you understand? Now, in this libretto, let's call it 1, 2, 3, and 4 parts of it. Now we're going to take the 3 parts of it and look into it. Why that question is vero or why it's not. Now to take this, the third part of it is what we are seeing here. Now here you can see that every vehicle has, the type of tire that is approved for that particular vehicle, because what the question is saying, what the question said is that for a major safety of vehicle, that you must make sure you use the same, you use only the tire that is approved for that particular vehicle. You understand? Now, if you look into this registered document with me, you see what we have here, elenco, elenco from here to here. Elenco pneumatici ammessi. These are the list of the tires that this vehicle can, use, you understand? Or that is approved for this vehicle. For example, you see this arrow 17, arrow 18, arrow 19. I think this arrow, that is radius 19, radius 18, and 17, 18, and 19. For example, in this type of vehicle, if you want to put the tire of this arrow 15, if you are caught, you'll be fine, you understand? If you want to put maybe the one of arrow 20, if you are caught, the same thing. You can only put, the one of 17, arrow 18, arrow 19. This from here to here, you understand? Though you are not the one who is supposed to, be careful on which type of tire, because you have, organizers who will take care of that, you understand? But it is also better you know them, because they want you to know it. So that is why they are bringing this kind of question to us, you understand? So the answer is vero. It is only that tire that is approved for that type of vehicle that you can mount in that vehicle, you understand? You cannot choose another dimension or another radius of a tire, you understand? Maybe some people, you said you want your vehicle or your, yes, you want it to be high, you want to put a bigger tire. No, it doesn't work that way. It is only that one that is approved for that particular libretto or vehicle. That is the only one you can put. So the answer is vero. One number 2 says, segnale raffigurato può essere posto in una strada in cui una parte della carreggiata è sbarrata. Now, this sign is missing here. Don't worry, we are not going to answer this one, but let me show you the sign so that we'll just proceed from there. Now, this is the sign. That's a mistake from me. I was supposed to place the sign there. Now, this is the sign. Now, the question is saying that this sign can be placed in any of the road that is, that is barred. Now, that one part of the carriageway, one side of the carriageway is barred. The answer is true. Now, do it like this. Let's assume this picture, we have it here, you understand? We have it here. Here. Now, this question, what they're saying is that, you see, for example, when they say una strada is barata, for example, this road is crossed from point A to point B, from the left part of the road to the right part of the road, you understand? But when we have it like this, it is only one part of it that is barred. Therefore, in order to regulate the circulation of this particular stretch of road, they have to place this sign. And you can also see, because sometimes quiz will tell you that that this sign can be, it can be attached with maybe a traffic light. It's vero, because you can see it here, you understand? We have traffic light here, we have this one. In the absence of the traffic light, if you are coming, it means that you have to wait for the vehicle that is coming for you, from your opposite direction to pass first, you understand? So the answer is vero, you understand? Sorry about that for, not, adding the sign to it, you understand? But you just see the sign there. The answer is vero. That sign can be placed in any of the road where the half of the part of the carriageway is barred, you understand? So let's proceed to number 3. Number 3 says, il segnale raffigurato può presegnalare un casello autostradale. That is, this sign can be placed at the motorway entrance, you understand? So leave your answers below at the comment section. Okay, thank you for still responding to number 2. So let's have our view on this number 3. Tell me what you understand from this question. Do you think it's vero? Do you think it's false? So leave your answers at the comment section. Okay. Mr. Victor said number 3, vero. I think, please, if you're writing, falso, if you're writing falso, please just try to be specific so that we know where you're referring to. I think we have Sister Faith said falso, we have Sister Queen said falso, Sister Linda said falso, Sister Charity said falso, Mr. Gospel said falso, Sister Feather said falso, Sister Edith said falso, Sister Blessing said falso, Sister Blessing Kingsley said vero, Mr. Fidelis said falso, Mr. Monday said falso, Sister Faith said falso. So we are having falso, and we have Mr. Kevin, which said vero, and Sister Charity said falso, and Mr. David said vero. Il segnale raffigurato può presegnalare un casello autostradale. Now, in the first case, I want you to understand that casello autostradale is this, you understand? This is the motorway entrance, and that is what you are having here, you understand? If you agree with me, we are not seeing that type of sign. We are not seeing it here, you understand? So that type of sign, we can't find it here, which means that that sign is not something you can, you can see in this at this entrance or at the entrance of a motorway road. Where can you find that sign? Is a place like this. For example, you see all these stop and give priority sign, you cannot find them in a motorway road, in autostrada or strada extraurbana principali. The reason is because these are signs placed at the junction where you have 2 or more roads that come together, where they intersect. At that particular junction, the road from the minor road will have to give priority to the vehicles that are moving on the major road. In that case, they will give you this sign. For example, this one here, we're having stop. Now, this stop here, before this stop, you have a notice of this direct precedence of this stop and give priority sign 320 meters before, in order to notify you before that, hey, Mr. Frank, as you are heading towards this direction, in 320 meters time, you have to stop to give priority to vehicles that are crossing your way, you understand? So it is not a sign that you see in autostrada or in on a motorway, you understand? The answer is false, you understand? It is a sign that you can see, in just like we've seen in any of those roads, that intersect at the same level, where you have to slow down, stop to give right of way to vehicles that are moving on that road, you understand, that you intersect. So the answer to this one is false. So number 4 said, il campo di visibilità degli autocarri permette il controllo sicuro di tutti le zone immediatamente antistante e laterali. Leave your answers, please. Let us know what you think or what you understand from this question. Please, if you like this video, just try to leave your, make sure you hit the like button, share it with your friends, and please don't forget, you can also support me by super chatting me, and I appreciate you for doing so. So let's see your answers to this number 4. I think we are finding it difficult to respond, or what? Okay, Sister Linda said Vero. Sister Edith said Vero. Don Silva said Vero, Mr. Victor said Vero, Sister Maka said Vero, Mr. Fidelis said Vero, Mr. Kevin said Vero, Sister Blessing said Vero, Mr. Chipuke said Vero, Mr. Gospel said Faso. We're having an opposition. Every other person said Vero, one is saying Faso. Good. Mr. Don Osas said Vero. Baba Don Osas said Vero. Okay. Now, let us try to understand what is this question saying. Sister Fede said Faso. Okay. Let us try to understand what is this question telling us. For example, it said, il campo di visibilità degli autocarri permette il controllo sicuro di tutte le zone immediatamente antistante e laterali. Now, what is this question telling us? It said la parte visibilità degli autocarri. La parte visibilità degli autocarri is this place. So those are the, the place that permits you or that enables you to have a view of, from inside this vehicle. You understand? Now, what that question is saying is that due to the way it's constructed, it enables you to have a good view of this is, how do they call it? La parte antistante. Immediate antistante. Okay, yes. This is the parte antistante. You understand? And the parte laterale is this one. You understand? Here. But if you agree with me, it will be true that if we have these two guys here, it will be very difficult or almost impossible for you to view them while sitting inside this truck. Because of, you see, when you are sitting in this inside this truck, believe me, before your view is going to go something like this. You hardly see anything that is very close to you. The same thing with this one. If this person is standing here, he can hardly see this person until this person opened this door. You understand? But let's move to the next vehicle. For example, if we are having this vehicle here and you are sitting here, it is very true that you can easily see this man from, you can easily see his head. You might not see his legs, but you can see his head. You understand? Because your view is going to be in this direction. You understand? Likewise, this one, you are going to see it. You understand? You might not see from this place down. You might not see from this place down. But seeing here, you already know that somebody is there. Unlike this place, where you can't, because remember, your sight goes in a straight direction. If you are looking, for example, if you are looking from here, it's either you are seeing like this, like this, like this, like this. Let's say this one is your eye. So you cannot see like this. You cannot see like this. So this person here, if this one is his eyes or eye, he cannot see like this. No, because something is blocking here. He can only see like this. You understand? Like this. It must it's like a light. It travels in a straight direction, beam. You understand? So having this kind of vehicle constructed in this manner, it makes it difficult, almost impossible, to have a perfect view of your immediate environment, both the front environment and the side environment. So the answer is falso. Il campo di visibilità degli autocarri permette il controllo sicuro di tutti la zona immediatamente antistante laterale. Falso. For example, we have il campo di visibilità degli autocarri non permette il controllo sicuro di visibilità di tutte le zone immediatamente antistante laterali. The answer would have been vero, but for the fact that it's written in this manner, no, is falso. It does not permit you to have a clear view of your immediate environment, both the front and the side, not to even talk of the back, you understand? So the answer is falso. Please, if you don't understand anything, just try to, indicate. You can leave your question at the comment section. We'll try to make sure we digest it. Good afternoon, Sister Queen. So just try, if you don't understand anything, please make sure you understand it, because the reason why we are here is to answer questions together. So any question you see here is not supposed to be a problem for you on your exam day. Take note of that, you understand? So the answer to this one is false. So it does not permit you to have a clear view of that immediate position, you understand? So the answer is false. Be careful when they add NON here. If they add NON here, it becomes vero, you understand? But if they don't add NON, it's not vero, you understand? It's false. So let's proceed to the next one. The number 5 question, which is the next one, says la fermata è vietato in ogni caso nelle ore notturne. Okay, thank you for that, Sister Sophia. So this number 5, please leave your answers. We are having falso from Sister Sophia, and we're having We're having FASO from Sister Amaka. We're having FASO from Sister Linda. We're having FASO from Sister Fede. We're having FASO from Mr. Victor. FASO from Sister Edith. FASO from Sister Faith. FASO from Sister Queen. And FASO from Mr. Junior. FASO from Sister Lovett. FASO from Mr. Modi. And FASO from Mr. Chibuke. So we still have FASO from Sister Blessing, okay, Babadon Osas, we have FASO from him, and also Mr. Kevin, we have FASO. We all said FASO. I love that. La fermata è vietato in ogni caso nelle ore notturne. That is, stopping is prohibited in all cases during the night. Ore notturne means night hours, you understand? You see, it is not true because it would have just been enough for me to say is FASO. But as usual, we always look into things, you understand, to enable us, have confidence in any of the response that we are giving. For example, this is divieto di sosta. This divieto di sosta, it prohibits you from parking, you understand, at the hour 8 o'clock in the morning, from 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock in the evening. But during the day, can I park here? Yes. Sorry, but can I stop here? Yes, because it prohibits me from parking, not stopping. Even if this place prohibits me from parking, during the day, I can still stop here. You understand? Now, at night, can I even park here? Yes, I can park here. That is after 8 o'clock in the evening. Can I park here? Yes, I can park here. Any place that allows me to park, allow me also to stop. Any place that does not allow me to stop, does not allow me to park. Therefore, this answer is FASO, because stopping is not, however, or in any case or in all cases prohibited during the night hour, except it is indicated, you understand? If it's not indicated, no, it is not. It is not in all cases prohibited during the night hour. So the answer is FASO. This number 6 said, nell'estrada a doppio senso non è consentito effettuare l'inversione del senso di marcia in tutti I casi di scarsa visibilità. I just want somebody to be very careful here. Be very careful. And sometimes when you are being too much careful, or when you are trying to be over careful, that is even when sometimes, okay. Very good. We have our response, Vero. I think from Empress Sophia said Vero. Mr. Gaspar said FASO. I think he later corrected himself. Very good for good about. I like that. Okay. Now, before I proceed to answer this question, please, I've seen so many cases where some people, after writing your exam, maybe because it didn't go well, you just kind of have that kind of you know, you just a kind of give up, you know, discourage. No, it is not like that. I always advise people, especially, for example, are you a husband and your wife is going to write exam? Please take note, it is not a do or die affair. Whenever she comes back, maybe there's something didn't go well. Don't worry. Tomorrow is another day. Just keep trying. And also, is your husband preparing to write exam? Maybe if he comes back, there's something didn't go well. Don't say, Shebi, you talk, say, now you know and pass this, that. No, that is not how it functions. You understand? Because remember, it is not everybody that writes exam pass one day or that same day. And don't also forget, it's not everybody that took first in school always maybe at the end, they are not all of them are the richest people. Let me use that word. I'm not trying to discuss discourage people who took first in school. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to encourage those people who always try to give up on something after just a trial. You can even maybe try 3-4 times. I know people who wrote this exam 5-6 times before passing it, because as long as they have not given you that license, it's not yours. You just have to keep striving until your name is written on it and until it is handed over to you. That is when you can give up. I know many people who passed their exam who are driving already, who are still following me just to gain more information. You understand? So, but when you, after getting your license, you can decide to say, let me let it be, because I have other things to do. But as long as you have not gotten your license, don't give up. Don't allow whatsoever people are saying, or because of maybe you went to write, because there are some people who always want to laugh at you because of maybe 1 or 2 things. Don't listen to them. You are the one who needs it, you understand? So do not allow anything to discourage you. I've written once, yes, this something is not successful. I'll write again. Even if I write twice, I'm not wishing anybody bad luck. If you write twice, thrice or 4 times, 5 times, keep writing it, because I'm not saying it, with water in my mouth. Italians do fail this exam as well. It is their language, but they do fail it. So what are we telling each other? So please don't be discouraged. If you go to write your exam, try your best. If your best didn't work out, it shows that there are things you need to, also learn. Learn them, go again, you understand? As long as nothing is restricting you from, writing it again, just keep trying, you understand? Until you get it. And I pray by the special grace of God, by this time next year, you'll be the one to carry your children to school with your car. You'll be the one to, to go to the supermarket with your car, with your children and with your family, you understand? So that is how it is going to be. So please don't give up, because it's not true that writing exam once that you must pass. So I just say, let me come in for that, because I've seen so many situations like that where people just go down, because of exam didn't go well. No, that is not the way it should be. So let's proceed to this number 6. He said, nella strada a doppio senso non è consentito effettuare inversioni del senso di marcia in tutti i casi di scarsa visibilità. So, understand something. Double way, when you are in a double way road, strada a doppio senso or doppio senso di marcia is a road where you have vehicle coming from your opposite direction, you understand? Just like this kind of road. Now, if you watch this kind of road, you see that the visibility is scarce, you understand? You cannot see more than 50 meters, you understand? So, in this kind of road, if, for example, let's even leave the question, if I want to make a U-turn here, do I know the vehicle that is coming from here? The answer is no. So it becomes dangerous. Now, in order to avoid, if you watch the ground, the horizontal sign, none of them is restricting me from making U-turn. But as long as this place is a sharp corner, the visibility is poor, I don't have to, make a U-turn. You understand? The same thing we're having here. Watch this road. This is a double way road. If you look at the horizontal sign, you see, it's broken, which means that, remember we said when this sign, the horizontal sign is broken, yes, we can make a U-turn. But in this case, you can see that the visibility is poor. So it becomes very dangerous for me to make a U-turn at this particular stretch of road, because I don't know what is coming, the vehicle that is coming from my opposite direction, not even the one that is coming, because if I cannot see what is coming from my front, the one that is coming at my back can also not see me, you understand? So that is why in all cases of poor visibility, it is prohibited to make a U-turn, you understand? So making a U-turn in any of the road where double way road, where visibility is scarce or is poor, it is prohibited to make a U-turn. Now, take note, like we said before, that most questions that carry tutti ikazi, they always come at 70 to 80%. Or 60 to 70% fast, you understand? But this one, take note, is one of the 40 or 30% vero, you understand? In all cases, when the road is a double way road, or when a road is a double way road, it is prohibited for you to make a U-turn, you understand? So the answer is vero. Please, if you don't understand anything, do not hesitate to leave your question below. So the answer is vero to number 6. So let's proceed to number 7, which says, il simbolo raffigurato è posto su una spia di colore rosso. That is, the symbol that you are seeing here is, placed with a spot of, red light color. So let's have your answers. Please remember to share this video with your friends, like it, and don't forget, if you have not subscribed, just remember to do so. God bless you as you do so. Number 7, we have Sister Linda said vero, and we have Mr. Gospower said vero, Sister Sophia said vero, Mr. Victor said vero, Sister Edith said vero, Sister Queen said vero, Sister Maka said vero, and Baba Donosa said vero, and Don Siva said vero, Mr. Chibuke said vero, African Prince said vero, and Mr. Fidelis said vero. Mr. Dua said vero, and Sister Lovett said vero, Mr. Kevin said vero, and no opposition. Nobody is saying fast. Okay, very good. I appreciate that. This light is what we are having here, this symbol. This symbol here is what we are having here. So you can see the color of it is red, you understand? So that is why the answer is vero. Il simbolo raffigurato è posto su una spia di colore rosso. È verissimo. So if you see this kind of question in your exam, be very free to answer vero, and you go out smiling. Let's move to number 8, if that is correct. So let's move to number 8, which said, Durante la guida, la percezione di un pericolo e la conseguenza reazioni del conducente non sono influenzate dalle condizioni ambientali. So this number 8 says during driving that the perception of danger and its consequences and the reaction of the driver is not influenced by the condition, by the environmental condition. That is, during driving, the perception of danger and the consequent reaction of the driver is not influenced by environmental condition. So we have Sister Maka who said Faso, Sister Sophia said Faso, Baba Osa said Faso, Mr. Chibuke said Faso, Mr. Monde said Faso, Sister Linda said Faso, Mr. Victor said Faso, Mr. Gospel said Faso, Sister Benedict said Faso, Sister Edith said Faso, Don Siva said Faso, Mr. Oduwa said Faso, Mr. Kevin said Faso, and Sister Queen said Faso, Sister Lordway said Faso. So all of us, we are just hanging on Faso. Okay, I'm saying, let me stand in the opposite, or let me be the opposition. I'm saying Faso, Vero, sorry. So durante la guida, la percezione di un pericolo e la conseguenza reazione del conducente non sono influenzate dalle condizioni ambientali. So I said Vero and you said Faso. So we are going to see, because I don't know if yours is right, is correct, or if mine is correct, you understand? But we are going to look some factors that can influence driving, you understand, or attention of driving, you understand? So, for example, here, what are the factors or i fattori che influenzano l'attenzione durante la guida? Now, these are the factors that can influence someone's attention during driving. For example, one, condizioni ambientali. These condizioni ambientali, what are they referring to? They are referring to, here we have ad esempio, suoni e rumori prodotti dalla radio. That is, these environmental conditions, they are, for example, if you are inside your car, you are playing music, the sound and the noise, produced from this radio, they can influence your reactions or your attention over, danger. And also the noise produced by passengers that you are carrying, you understand, they can also influence it. And also from your telephone, the use of a telephone during driving can also influence it. And here he said, infatti, i nostri sensi non riescono a cogliere tutti gli stimoli presenti nell'ambiente, né a percepire stimoli di qualunque intensità. This place you are having here, there is a question, this one is quiz on itself, you understand? I nostri sensi non riescono a cogliere tutti gli stimoli presenti nell'ambiente, né a percepire stimoli di qualunque intensità. So, what are they trying to tell us? For example, our body system is not done in a way that it can be able to, maybe you are reacting to this one, as in everything at the same time, no. For example, if I'm looking at this place, I'm also seeing my left. No, If I'm looking at my left, I'm seeing my left. If I'm looking at my right, I'm seeing my right. I can't be looking at my left and be seeing my right and my left at the same time. So our body system is not, so I'm just giving an example of what they are telling us there. Our body system is not built in that way that, you know, you can just, you'll be looking at music, be focused, concentrating on that music and also be concentrating on driving, you understand? So that is why, you know, is one of the factors that can influence someone's attention during driving. Then another one is stato di ebbrezza, which is, you know, state of intoxication. You understand? For example, when somebody is high of anything, you understand? So that can also influence, it can be alcohol, you know, all those kind of things, you understand? So here, that is why they say, anche lievi prodotto della assunzione di bevande alcoliche. So even with, you know, little volume of alcohol consumption, it can also, you know, influence someone's attention, you know, during driving. And also the number 3 said stato emotivo, and ad esempio, ansia, agitazione, ira, etc. For example, the number 3 also says emotional states. You understand? For example, anxiety, agitation, anger, etc. So those are things also that can influence, you know, our attention or reactions, you know, during driving. Then number 4 also talk about affaticamento dello stress. For example, this fatigue and also stress, also there are things that can also influence our actions and reaction, or you know, during of danger during driving. For example, that is why it is always advisable, whenever you are driving, you are feeling dizzy, you are having this, you know, reaction of, you know, you are yawning and you are feeling it, that you are tired. It is advisable for you to look for a place, park, sleep, especially when you are, you know, heading a very far distance. You understand? Park. When you wake up, you know, you see that you just recover, you understand? So because before you sleep off during driving, you will not even, you know, take note of it. So this number 4 is another factor that can influence, you know, someone's attention during driving. While number 5 is distrazioni prodotta da altre attività come l'uso di cellulare. For example, distraction produced from, you know, other activities. For example, the use of telephone, anche se si ha impianto viva voce. Even when you are, you know, you are receiving call with, you know, in a loudspeaker, you understand? It can also distract. And also the navigator, even navigator also is another factor that can, you know, distract our, you know, attention during driving. Then another one is the autoradio, you understand? La regolazione degli specchi retrovisori o la conversazione con I passeggeri. For example, trying to change the radio station, trying to regulate the side mirror, you understand? That is why when you are doing your practical, please do not touch the mirror while driving. If you want to regulate your mirror, the side mirror, the rear mirror, make sure you do that before taking off, you understand? As long as you are driving, you can't, you know, be touching. Yes, you can, we have the button maybe close to the, you understand? You can, it's just for you to press the button. But if you do that during your exam, you already understand what the examinatory is going to tell you. And you won't, that is not what you are supposed to hear from me, but I advise you not to do that. Before you move, you make sure you take care of those things, you understand? The project tester, the rear mirror, the two side mirror, you understand? You take control all those ones, you understand? So even your seat, you can't, you know, be trying to position your seat while the car is moving. So all these are things that you must make sure you know. Even the steering have a place where they regulate it. Make sure you take care of all these ones, you understand? So that they don't end up distracting you while you are driving, because anything that makes you to touch them, then the other side is going to be the story. So these are the factors that can, you know, influence, you know, driving or attention during driving. So here, Now the question said, durante la guida, la percezione di un pericolo e la conseguente reazione del conducente non sono influenzate dalle condizioni ambientali. È falsissimo. It's not true, because all those environmental conditions, they can influence, someone's attention, you understand, and perception during driving. You understand? So the answer is false. So I think I said zero. So when I get them right, and me, I get them wrong. So the answer is false. So you understand? Let's move to the next question, which is number 9, which I think is our last question for today before we call it ciao. This number 1 said, la presenza del segnale raffigurato, in presenza del segnale raffigurato, le autovetture non possono superare la velocità di 70 km/h. So let's have your answers, regarding this question number 9. So we're having number 9 Faso, from Sister Maka. We are having number 9 Faso from Sister Sophia. We are having number 9 Faso from Mr. Gospel. We are having number 9 Faso from Mr. Victor. We are having number 9 Faso from Sister Linda. Number 9 Faso from Sister Kevin. We are having number 9 Faso from Mr. Desire. We are having number 9 Faso from Mr. Chibuke, 9 Faso from Sister Edith. We are having 9 Faso from Sister Oduwa. We are having number 9 Faso from Sister Lovett. Ok, in presenza del segnale raffigurato, le autovetture non possono superare la velocità di 70 km/h. So, what is this sign telling us? Because this question is saying that in the presence of this sign, all those cars, they cannot exceed the speed limit of 70 km/h. For example, when you are having this sign, it's not talking about speed limit. It's talking about the distance that vehicle A is supposed to maintain from vehicle B. That is to say, in the presence of this sign, the vehicle A is obliged to make sure it keeps at least minimum of 70 meters from vehicle B. In the absence of that, if anything happens, vehicle A is going to be at fault. You understand? So that is why the answer to this number 9 is falso. In presenza del segnale raffigurato, le autovetture non possono superare la velocità di 70 km/h. No, that is not true, because the question is not talking about velocity, it's talking about distance that two vehicles need to keep from each other. Take note, it is not the distance that it's not the distance that vehicle B have to keep from vehicle A. Rather, it is the distance that vehicle A have to keep from vehicle B. So it is vehicle A that will keep the distance, not vehicle B, because we have a question like that that refers it to vehicle B. No, it's to vehicle A. So with this, we can say thank you for today. I appreciate your time. And also, I also want to appreciate your patience, because I think the voice from the set was trying to, make it impossible for us to meet today. But with your patience and everything, we were still able to have our meeting. So I really appreciate your time. I want to say thank you to you all. Have a wonderful afternoon. See you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you, Mr. Kevin. Thank you, Sister Lovett. sorry, Sister Edith, thank you, Mr. Oduwa. Remember, I said I want to support you. Yes, you can do that by super chatting me, Mr. Oduwa. You know, you can support me with that. Thank you. I appreciate you. Sister Lovett, thank you. God bless you, sir. Okay. Thank you. And any other person who feel like also supporting me, you can do that by super chatting me. You can see it at the chat section where you can, you know, simply do that. I appreciate you for that. Sister Queen, thank you also. Thank you. And please remember, for those that are on our WhatsApp group, we'll be meeting tomorrow being Sunday at the normal time, which is 7 o'clock it is done. So just get prepared where we continue from where we stop. So thank you as you do that, and you know, God bless you. See you some other time.